Donna Frasca, and I thought it'd be fun this morning to, I don't know, just felt like doing some card readings. I have the day to myself, and yes, I do have some work to do, but I wanted to have a little fun and in between work. Got to have play during the day, right? Can't be all work. All right, so for those, hi Barbara. For those of you who don't know me, quick introduction. I'm Donna Frasca, and I have two careers. One is interior designer, specializing in color, and the other one's a psychic medium. So you'd love a card, Barbara? Okay, you're first up. Let me just finish up my introduction. And all right, so I've been an interior designer, decorator for over 30 years. And actually today I'm working on a exterior color consult for somebody in another state. And what's really cool is being clairvoyant. That comes in handy to choose colors. So I don't actually have to be at a house. So anyway, this is Sharon Williams, and these are the beautiful colors that I will be using today after I do this live. But I want to do some fun stuff first. All right. So the other half of my career is, yeah, Barbara. I know the internet connection freezes sometimes, so hopefully it's okay now. All right. So yeah, the other half of my career is I am a psychic medium, and I do readings, chakra readings, aura readings, mediumship readings, energy readings. It's just a reading of energy, which is super fun. Okay. All right, Barbara, am I still frozen? Hope not. Hope not. All right. So today I'm going to first of all, I collect cards. No matter where I go, I just pick up cards. And I have probably, I don't know, 2 dozen. I'm good. Okay, good. Thanks, Barbara. Yeah, it happens every now and then. I notice that when people do lives, here on Substack, they might freeze up a little bit, but stay with me because it always comes back. All right, so I have these cards that I've collected, and these are from my grandmother's old sewing machine, Singer sewing machine. And I couldn't take the whole sewing machine, with me because it's huge and old and broken. So I just took this part, and I have 3 of these from sewing machine. I guess she put threads and whatnot in here, but I use them to hold my cards. And I have 3 of these. Aren't they cool? Aren't they cool? All right. So no matter where I go, I collect these cards. Hi, Andrew. Hello. All right. And today I'm going to use these cards from Amelia Island, Florida. We had a family reunion there years ago. Aren't they pretty? Look at that. Dolphins and all kinds of stuff. So they are foil, which are super pretty. All right. So I'm probably, depending on how many people are here, I think I'm going to do the live for about maybe 20 minutes or so. And like I said, I just wanted to, just do a quick reading. All right, Barbara, if you have a question, put it in the comment section, and this way I'll be able to answer that a little more precisely. Otherwise, you'll get a generic past, present, future, which is fine too. Andrew, let me know if you want a card. Just say yay. All right, guys. I hope everybody's having a good day today. Like I said, I have a day to myself, so I want to just do fun stuff. All right, Barbara, do you have a question? And thank you all for being here. All right, so I'm going to shuffle. I'm a Virgo with the eclipse coming March 3rd. What can I expect after that might open for me? Ooh, that's a good question. Well, as you know, today is February 24th. Things in the future, we have thousands of timelines. So it can go in either direction. So I will pull these cards based on your energy right now, what may, unfold for you on March 3rd. But again, keep in mind that can always change depending on you. All right, Barbara, I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, okay? And again, I'm just shuffling, and these are super pretty. They're foil, silver, silver cards. All right, so I think they're all shuffled. So 1, 2, whoops, so you can see 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to put the rest down. Hi, Alyssa. All right. And again, Barbara is first. Good morning. So if anybody wants a little mini reading, card reading, just put your question on the bottom. All right. So Barbara. All right, these are your cards. Aren't they pretty? First of all, look at the back. Back. And you know what, Barbara? And I kind of had a feeling that this was going to come up. I'm looking at these cards and I'm like, dolphins, water element, love. That's what this card actually, look at that. Look at this. Barbara, you have 3 cards, all of hearts, and that represents the water element. So I was waiting for you to join here, Barbara, because like I said, I knew that, I'm looking at these cards and I had that gut feeling. Oh, by the way, if you could see it, this is Walter. Walter, he's sleeping. I'm like, wow, this is the water element. I have a feeling that somebody's going to get, all hearts, which represents the emotions and water element. So that's you, Barbara. Okay. All right. So here we go. 2 of hearts, 10 of hearts, and Jack of hearts. Look at that. So what this means, again, your question was in reference to what's going to may unfold for you on March 3rd. I'm going to say that's pretty crazy. I know it's crazy. This is how it all unfolds. Barbara, I had no idea, like earlier this morning when I'm having my coffee, that I was going to do this because I actually have work to do. I have, color consulting to do, but I said, I feel a pull to pull cards for somebody, and plus that's super fun for me too. But again, I'm like, you know what? I'm like, well, why should I do this? Then my inner voice heard because somebody's going to need a message today. So that may be you, that may be somebody else. But anyway, going back to your cards. All right, 2, 10, and Jack. These cards are for me like conversations. I look at them, I look at the suits, I look at the numbers, and whatever cards they are, and a conversation unfolds. So based on March 3rd, now again, I just want to say this, Barbara. It's all fun and games um to look forward to the future. However, staying in the present moment and being mindful of the present moment now will change what your future will be. So, yeah, I mean, gee, I wonder what's going to happen a week from now or 2 weeks from now. But let's focus on now just a little bit, and then you could take that information and then move that to the future. How about we do that? Okay. All right. So here we go. 2 of hearts, 10, and Jack. I want to say that since these are all hearts and has to do with the emotions and love, and 2, that's perfect. Okay, good. I feel self-love for you may come into play at this time. Again, when I do these energy readings, psychic readings, whatever you want to call them, it's based on your energy now. So I feel like there's a little bit, especially with the water element, which is the back of these cards and which the heart represents. I kind of feel that a little self love. I mean, we can all use self love, right? Is in store for you at this time. Now, self love, that could mean anything from doing what it is that you enjoy, that brings you joy. I mean, going out and buying something for yourself, going out to lunch with friends, staying home and doing nothing and reading, or just sitting back and say, you know what? I had a really awful day yesterday or last week, or last month, whatever it was. But today I'm going to look at the day like a new chapter in a book, brand new, starting over, because I deserve that. You deserve that, Barbara, because you deserve that. You work hard. The mind, the mind can play tricks and, just run things over and over and over in our mind. But there comes a time when, and that's where your second card comes into play. There comes a time when you need to stop that monkey mind and put all that stress and anxiety aside and focus on just you. Hi, Rudy. We're doing cards today, so if you would like a card reading, just put your question in on the bottom in the comments. All right, so Barbara, self-love for you and emotions, just release. I don't know if you have, rain in your neck of the woods today or snow. A lot of people are getting the nor'easter, but these are all things of the water element. Uh, Snow, rain, frost, ice, whatever it is. And that is a visual. That is nature giving you a visual to say, calm your emotions down, release, let go of the things that no longer serve your highest good and bring things forward that will bring you joy. Now, there's this one right here. Now, even though it's a two, that usually means you and somebody else, you and somebody else. But Barbara, I really feel, and I could be wrong, you let me know, that it's just for you. You and your higher self. There we go. That's two people. All right. So and the focus going into the second card, which is 10 of hearts, 10 narrows down to a 1. And I'm not a numerologist by any means. I just go solely on shaping the new human grid. Welcome. I just go solely on intuition. So take that self-love, release the emotions that no longer serve you, and bring close to you the emotions and things that you want to do. And don't, you know what, Barbara? Don't give a hoot what anybody else thinks. Focus on you. What you want to say. Let's bring in that throat chakra. What you want to say, what you want to hear, and just let everything else go. Even if it's just, for a small part of the day or the entire day, allow that time slot for yourself. All right. So this card, your last card right here. And what this really means is that, but it's kind of fun. Like, for example, for myself, I have work to do. I actually have work to do that people are paying me to do as a designer. But I'm like, no, me first. And, it's about tapping into your inner child. Do something silly, go out and I don't know, play in the garden. I don't know how old you are. Play with your kids or grandkids or, um, do something as silly as coloring. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I actually have a box of crayons in my closet over there, which that door should be closed. And, or coloring on my iPad, which I like to do. So tap into your inner child and those things that even like if you have kids that they look at you and say, whoa, what's mom doing today? She's a little silly. That's okay. Do the things that make you feel silly because that will raise your vibration. That it will just make you feel good. Just laughing and doing the things that bring you joy. All right. So all that information was from these three cards, Barbara. Now, as far as March 3rd, a Virgo, the eclipse coming. Again, I astrology, nope, don't know anything about it. I'm a Cancer, and that's really the only zodiac that I know. But again, I rely on my intuition. Now, the eclipse, from what you just said, on March 3rd, based on those cards that I drew for you, um, that's a perfect example of the eclipse is blocking something out. Either it's a lunar eclipse or solar eclipse. You know, I know it's not a solar eclipse, but it's the definition of blocking something out. So going back to these three cards of self-love, putting yourself first and having fun, tapping into your inner child, block out that on March 3rd. Take a not like that. I just got chills. On March 3rd, Barbara, um, take out a little time, like I said earlier, and during that eclipse, I know there's apps out there that tell you the exact time when the eclipse, unfolds. Just take that time and uh, allow your emotions to come to the surface. Put yourself first. What do you want to do in life? What do you want to do here on Substack? Are you in the process of writing a book or writing anything? Uh, Write those words down. Get a special notebook. I mean, I have some that follow your dreams. Get a special notebook, a special pen, and on March 3rd, write down all your emotions. This is your reading, Barbara. These cards are based 100%, since they're all hearts, on your emotions and love for yourself. So on March 3rd, during that eclipse, when everything for a brief few minutes kind of stops and gets blocked out, oof, just got chills. Um, Take that time out and just, close your eyes, write down any images that you see, and especially any emotions that you have. Okay. And I think it's going to come in kind of fast. It might be just a few words, it might be a few emotions, but just write them down. And when, later on in the month, look back at those words that you wrote down and see how they fit into your life at that time. Okay. All right, Barbara. I hope that resonated with you. All right. So there's a few people here. Do we have any more questions? Questions? Barbara says, I love this. I have lots of emotions. LOL. Thank you. I will make it a fun day. You have Jupiter in Cancer right now, which is luck. Ooh, thank you. I need to brush up on my astrology. I know there's a lot of friends here on Substack. You have great publications about astrology, but I get down that rabbit hole. I read one, I'm like, ooh, look at that shiny thing. Ooh, look at that shiny thing, and before you know it, 2 hours are gone, and I didn't learn nothing about astrology, but I read everybody else's notes. I just love it here. All right, but thank you for that little tidbit about luck, because I feel lucky. There's a lot of things that have been heavy lately, but there's a lot of good things coming up as well, and that's where we all should put our focus. Elsa, okay, hi Donna. I have Okay. She had a prophetic dream that last night, first time. The ending was pretty good and satisfying, but left me confused on what it. Oops, where'd it go? That left me confused on whether it is part of my life path or just wishful thinking. March 3rd is my 65th birthday. Yay. Oh, wow. A lot of exciting things will. Oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, March 3rd, I will be in Savannah, Georgia. It's my niece's wedding. And I love Savannah. Super spooky. Love it, love it, love it. Yay, March 3rd is a big day. All right. Well, Alyssa, if you can, I would like to know some of the details about, your dream that you had. And you know what? I love dream interpretation. I have crazy, wild dreams my entire life. Um, Lucid dream, travel dreams. As a matter of fact, you guys, if you go to my publication, somewhere in the archives, there is an article, How I Traveled to Africa Without Leaving My Bedroom. And yeah, it's a what I believe to be a time travel dream. It took me 30 years to figure out what that dream meant. And really, right? It took me and it's just amazing. So it's a long read, probably a solid 8-minute read, but that dream, like I said, I believe it was a time travel dream, um, unfolded so much for me, today. As I'm 63, looking back at that dream, it just it just it just made so much sense. All right, well, going back to your dream, uh, left you confused? Is it part of my life path or wishful thinking? Could be both. Again, without, hi, Robert. Welcome. Oh, I'm sorry, Roberta. Sorry. It could be both, Alyssa, but again, without knowing any of the details. Dreams I take very seriously. You know, some of them, yes, they do come true, but some of them are just like stories that can unfold. For the people who just joined, if you want a card a reading, I can pull a card for you. I do have angel cards too. I feel like somebody might want an angel card. So they're sitting on the side here. So you can have a reading with regular playing cards or an angel card that I have on the side here. So let me know. All right. So Alyssa, going back to your dream, uh, dreams are very symbolic. So what I would do is break apart your dream and look at the images in your dream and look at the colors. If you dreamt in color, look at each one of those colors. I relate a lot of them to angels and to the chakras. For example, if you happen to see a red car in your dream, it's not just a red car. It or truck, whatever it is. Uh, it can or may represent the root chakra, which is about family and relationships and friends. And since it's a mode of transportation, it's suggesting that it may be time to move on with some family members or friends for whatever reason, or things are changing for the better. Maybe you're getting married and things are already in motion. Excuse me. Red can also mean love. So it could be moving forward with love or passion, things that are important to you in your life. So again, without knowing the detail, without knowing the details of your dream, I can't really say too much about that. But just again, it's very symbolic. So look at the symbols, look at the colors, write them down, and over the next few days, just look at them and see how they feel to you. All right, guys, we have a few people here, and Barbara already had a question, and Alyssa did. Anybody else have a question? We're pulling cards today. An angel card. I literally just leaned over to get my cards. You gotta love this stuff. I'm telling you. I literally just leaned over to get my angel cards, and there you were. All right. I'd love an angel card concerning these present times of rapid change, if possible. Thank you. My name is Danny. Hi, Danny. I'm writing that down. You know what? I am so bad with names, and I have so many good connections here on Substack, but I'm like, "Ooh, what's your name? I forgot." Let me write that down. All right. So shaping the new human grid is Danny. Hold on. You know what? I really wish Substack would have, and I wrote them a note the other day, groups, groups of, okay, I can put all my artist friends here, all my spooky friends here, all my writers here, and, you know, otherwise everybody is like, you have like 1,000 people in one room and it's overwhelming. You can't. So if we had groups, somehow, okay, I'm going to put, these 5 people over here, or your VIPs, the people that you talk to all the time and you guys have, and you have a good connection with. So Substack, let's get those groups going. All right, angel card. Okay, an angel card concerning present times of rapid change. All right, well, change. These are really big cards. They're like the size of my hands. So I'm trying to shuffle them the best I can. And you know what? I truly believe you don't have to knock. You don't have to shuffle. I truly believe if I just took this deck of cards and cut them in half, whichever card I pull out is going to be the card for you, which will be this one right here. You know, so those rituals are all fine and dandy with blowing on them, knocking and running crystals over them. They're not really necessary. They're Simona. Welcome. We're pulling cards today. We have angel cards and regular playing cards. Super pretty. So if you would want one, let me know and just you need to put a question in the bottom. All right. So shaping the human grid, Danny, this card right here. All right, Barbara, thank you. I have a call coming in. Thank you. Yes, Barbara Moore, thank you so much. And let me know how March 3rd goes. I hope it goes well for you. All right. Thank you. Thank you for joining, Barbara. All right, Danny, here we go. Ooh, Ariel. This card is, I should say, this angel. On the card, it says, congratulations. The question to your answer, the answer to your question is yes. Very generic. However, this angel is the angel of the moon phases. And I follow the moon phases. I love the new moon and the full moon. They're very powerful to me. Being Cancer, that's my ruling planet. Now, as far as you, Danny, whoa, Alyssa has a has a big. Okay, good. I'm going to read that. In thank you for sending that. Hold on, Alyssa. All right, back to Danny. Um, Rapid change. All right, so this angel for you, Ariel, is now. I will say this: everybody has a different connection with the angels, different colors, different meanings, different jobs, whatever. So you take what resonates with you. And if you ask 10 different people, what does this angel mean? You're going to get 10 different answers. So again, just take what resonates with you. So Ariel is the angel of the moon phases. For you, Danny, for times of rapid change, I use, again, moon phases coming in strong, use them as a guide. In the new moon phase, which I think we just left, it's a time really to just do nothing and observe. Rapid changes, I don't know if you're talking about politics or career or family or spirituality or just life in general, but it's a time just to just sit tight and reflect. Take everything in and keep that throat chakra quiet and just observe. Write everything down. I'm a big fan of journaling. Just write everything down. And the new moon phase is the time to just be quiet. Everything's in darkness. Okay. So get your tunnel vision and just look, observe, and process. And over time, until we reach the full moon, full illumination, that is when you would implement any of the choices, decisions, or career paths, or parts of your journey that you want to unfold. So connect with this angel. I love her. She's this angel. Being so sensitive. This angel to me feels like, and she may feel different to you, just a piece of lace, a feminine angel. Angels are neither male nor female. Some are. Metatron and Sandalphon are definitely male. Michael, yes, but us. But for the most part, angels are an energy that they're not male, they're not female. But Ariel, Auriel, is to me very feminine, very light, very delicate. So she's saying, go easy on yourself, whatever unfolds, in times of rapid change, and connect with the new moon, with the moon phases. New moon, just sit quiet, look, observe, write things down. Full moon phase, full illumination, and move forward with what you feel resonates with you. Also, I just felt during the full moon, there's a lot of shadows casting because of all the light that the moon projects. So here, possibly do a little shadow work, and just those little icky things that are heavy on your shoulders. Kind of think about them. And I like to do moon rituals on the day of the full moon, where I write things down on paper. Shadow work, things that are bugging me, things I want to forget. the uglies, and I write it down, and then I burn it. Roll it up a nice piece of paper, and I just watch the smoke rise up, and it just releases that. So try that. Okay, Danny. I hope that resonates with you. Beautiful angel. I love that. I love the simplicity of this too. Parchment paper. Simple stuff. All right. Oh, sorry, Walter. Did I wake you up? All right. Back to the dream. Ooh, let's see what Alyssa says. The dream, full glorious technicolor. Yes. Dreaming in color. A lot of people dream in black and white, which I just don't get. I always dream in color. It was a train. Oh, see that? I talked about a car. I don't know if I mentioned a train, but here we are. It's transportation. It's moving. I love that. Journey through my life. Each carriage was a different part of my life. People getting on and off the carriage, boxes of things being put on and taken off the carriage. I moved along the train through each part of my life. I finally got to the last carriage, and the setting was beautiful old fashioned Pullman with exquisite furnishing. Wow, what a cool dream. There was just a couple of armchairs, lamps in the carriage, but no people. But waiting outside the carriage was somebody waiting to get on the train. I think I know who, but that's the part that may have been wishful thinking. I've never had a dream like that before. I knew the whole journey was my life story so far. Yes, that definitely your life story. As I mentioned earlier to you before I heard your explanation, I mentioned a car, a mode of transportation. I'm not sure if I said a train or not, but I wanted to say a train. But a car, train, plane, whatever it is, it's that moving forward, which represents my in your case here, now that I see more of your dream, milestones through your life, a journey through your life. See, Alyssa, I mean, you got it. I mean, you understand. I think, when people ask for explanations of a dream or whatever, way deep down, they already know the answer, but they're either waiting for validation or just to wavelength astrology. Hello. We were just talking about astrology a second ago. Wish you were here. And how I don't know any of about it, but thank you for your astrology information. All right, so we're talking about Alyssa's dream here. And again, anybody who just joined, if you want a card reading, just pop in a question for me, please. Um, all right, so going back to your train, Alyssa, or Elissa, however you pronounce it. Yes, so each parts of those trains represent um a milestone in life. Now, I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the parts of trains. I don't know if you started at the front and you worked your way in the back, or you're in the back working your way in the front. But what did the train have a color? You said you dreamt this in full color. Did it have a color, or was it your basic black train? All right. So people getting on and off the carriage is falls into the same segment of these milestone in your life. People come and people go throughout your life. Friends come and friends leave. And I truly believe that you know, I've lost I've lost so many friends, in my life once they found out, when I came out of my spooky closet and I said, "Yep, I'm a psychic medium," that they thought I could see their underwear and they just ran for the hills. Yes, it's silly, I know, but it's true. You know, for whatever reason, either they're scared, they don't understand, or they think it's crazy, they left. And at first it's like, ooh, it really hurts when uh people leave your life. But it's for a reason. Family members, it's a little tough. That's a different topic. But if friends come and go, they're in your life for a reason. When that reason is fulfilled, they kind of fade away. That helped me a lot, Alyssa, about the people coming and going. Perhaps that might have been the same thing in your dream about people coming on the train and coming off the train. The people that are in your life and out of your life. And it's hard to process because sometimes we really like these people, sometimes we don't. Either way, it's still, when people are in your life and they leave, it's still on some level, you know, it touches our heart. All right, so let's see. I finally got to the last carriage. Okay, I guess we're going back, and it was a beautiful old-fashioned Pullman with okay. Now, the last carriage, I think that would represent the things that are way, way, way back in your life. Beautiful and old-fashioned, you said. So, you know what? Sometimes we look back in our life when we were young and things were 20s when we were crazy. Everything was fun. We didn't worry about the things that we do now as an adult and, you know, what hurts and what the kids do or, who's dying in the family and what's going on with pets and everything. It was just fun and games. And it's beautiful and old fashioned. And a lot of times that's what we want now in our life. And it's up to us to pull that energy back into our life. Okay, but outside the carriage, she says someone was waiting to get on the train. I think I know who. Hmm. But that was part, but that's the part that may have been my wishful thinking. Could be a past love. Now, again, think back to what I just said a few minutes ago. People are in your life for a reason. Now, the person that you think knew who it was in your dream, waiting to get on the train, and that train represents you, Alyssa. Now, do you instead of just change that around, instead of the person waiting to get on the train, meaning getting into your life, turn it around. Do you want that person in your life? Put the power within you. Don't put it in the other person. Don't look at the train and say, "Oh, are you cutting into my life now? Are you coming into the train?" Or look out the window and say, do I want that person to be back in my life? Once you put the power within yourself, Alyssa, then everything will be a little more clear. Stand in your own power. Think about that person and and see how it feels. Do I want that person back in my life? Is it going to be too hurtful? Do we have to go through all the stuff again, all the emotions, or is it just too scary to proceed? Something to think about. I've never had a dream like that before. Well, yeah, so apparently right now in your life, Alyssa, that these things or these people are very important in your life. So either talk to them or sit down and really think about how you feel about these people and keep track of your dreams because I have a feeling that once you get to your destination, once that train gets to your destination, you'll have a few more answers. Okay? I hope that helped. All right. You know what? I am so bad with names. Wavelength astrology. Just tell me your name again. Is it Jennifer? I'm sorry. I am awful. I am awful. I am awful with names. Really, it's embarrassing. All right. Yes, you can have a card. Oh, Lisa said back to the front. It was golden. A gold train. Wow. All right, metallic. All right. Well, I would say, Alyssa, that train definitely represented your higher self. Gold and metallic, um, very pretty. So it's just not a train. It's just not a chakra, connection. It is definitely your higher self and golden, what you hold sacred and precious within yourself. I just got chills. Oof. Okay. All right. So shaping the new human grid has to go. You enjoy your angel card. All right. Let's see. All right. Oh, Lindsay. Jennifer. I'm so stupid. Sorry about that, Lindsay. All right. That's why I have this book now. You know what? The thing of it is, you guys gotta laugh, that on Substack here, I see people writing in their journals. So beautiful. All right, Lindsay, just give me a question if you have one. Otherwise, you just get a generic past, present, future, or whatever it is. Uh, anyway, on Substack, I see these people with their journals so beautiful. And I'm so jealous because I write like a serial killer, literally. I can't even. And I was told that. I can type like no tomorrow, but I was told that from somebody and it stuck with me. They're like, you know what? You write like a serial killer. I'm like, ah, that's awful. True, but awful. All right. All right. So, Lindsay, while you're in general, okay, general. Just tell me, do you want an angel card or regular plain or regular cards? General is just fine, but just let me know what card deck you want to use, either the angel or the super pretty, super shiny deck of cards. Angel, kind of knew that. Okay, good. All right. So these, like I said, these cards are really big, so I have trouble shuffling them. So all I do is just cut them in half. I love these angel cards. Again, you know, I have such a strong connection with these angels, and these are the only. No, I do have another angel deck. PR PJR. Welcome. We're pulling cards today, so if you have a question that you would like um, me to pull a card for, just put it in the comments. All right, Lindsay, here we go. We're gonna cut it right here, and oh wow, this 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 is interesting. Thurel, I think Thuriel. Alyssa, thank you very much. It was good to get your feedback on this stream, and you're completely right. I am the one in the power, and whether that person gets on the train back in my life or not, that's the part I missed. Had forgotten. Thank you. I'll be journaling my dreams. Perfect. Let me know how that turns out because I would like to know too, if you can remember. All right. So angel card. This is a card that does not show up very often. It has to do with animal energy. Um, the Thuriel, 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 is an angel that you don't hear about ever, except in this deck. And this is the on the card. It says, "Let's strengthen your connection to the animal kingdom." He represents, and if you look, each one of these, the person who designed these cards has. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. The person who designed these cards has a. They were all channeled, and there's a symbol that goes with each one of these angels, and that one kind of looks like an animal. All right, so what that angel is all about is your connection with animals. I don't know if you have any pets, but these are also animals that you find outside. Did you ever go outside, Lindsay, and say, I'm seeing a lot of cardinals, or I'm seeing a lot of deer, or a certain bird, or whatever it is. Pay attention to what animals that you see. Each animal represents something. Cardinal, very common, represents the thank you for all the hearts. The cardinal represents is there Lindsay, is there a animal that you, and we have 11 people here. I love that. 11 magic number that you resonate with or that you see often. But again, until you write that down, again, the cardinal represents uh, the space between realms. I have spiritual connection to my black cat and black dog. Excellent. Excuse me. Um, anyway, the cardinal represents is red, and red is actually the same as black, meaning that it's a very grounding color. Black is grounding, red is grounding. But those spaces between realms, spiritual and physical, that's what the cardinal represents. All right, cat, black cat, magic, very magical, and a black dog. Uh, sh- she also says a hummingbird came up for me recently. The hummingbird. Hummingbird represents things that come in and out of your life very quickly. Going back to the animals that you connect with, the black cat, the black dog, these are very grounding, and they're in your life to perhaps ground you. I know myself that, I work in a lot of the higher chakras, so I need to be grounded constantly, constantly. And a lot of people say, "Oh, black, I use it for protection," or it means death. And I mean, the color can mean whatever it is that resonates with you. But I have a tendency not to say, black is for protection. But in your case, Lindsay, I she says I need to be grounded also. Perfect. Then that's why that you have a spiritual connection with your black cat and your black dog, because it is a physical reminder to stay grounded. I have a white cat. Can you see him? I just said that I mean, I have three cats, two whites and one gray and white. I just said that I'm in the higher chakras and my cat's white. There we go, up there. Oh boy. All right. So yeah. So again, this angel is about the animals in your life, uh, your pets, and also pay attention to the birds outside that you see, such as the hummingbird. So those are the hummingbird represents things that are moving quickly, that come in and that are very delicate. So maybe in the they also they are protectors. Our pets are protectors for sure. 100%. But going back to that hummingbird, I feel like that's really super important for you, Lindsay, that, keep aware or in mind of the things that come in and out of your life very quickly. And sometimes they're upsetting. Sometimes it might be a phone call or, some kind of experience that you had, you know, it comes in fast and goes, comes in fast and leaves quickly. But also the good things in life that we wish were in our life a little longer than just quick visits like a hummingbird. Goosebumps? Yes, I know. I'm glad it resonated with you. All right, guys. All right, so I hope that resonated with you, Lindsay. That was super cool. So I mean, you're probably not going to find too much on that angel that I mentioned, Thuriel, but just know that the energy of this angel will help you stay connected to the animal kingdom. I tell you, there's an angel for anything. And, you don't have to go to you're welcome. You don't have to go to, any book or .com and say, "Oh, what does this angel mean? What does this color mean?" Don't do that. That is who are you getting that information from? And where are they getting their information from? Just go as a matter of fact, look at this. I have this is a little bell, but with angels on each corner, and every time I move, it jingles. So they say when you hear bells, that's an angel is near. I mean, I know the angels are by me all the time. Every morning, usually when I'm in the shower, I close my eyes and I call in my angels. It's not a protection thing. It's kind of like a prayer, because it's nice to pull in that angel energy. And I know I am constantly surrounded by angels. My favorite angels are the what I call the quads: Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel, and Metatron. I know that's five, but Metatron. Oh my gosh, I got to do one of these lives on just the angels, because they're just. Actually have a PDF on the angels I met, and I took a course, like a 16-week course, to get certified, in all this angel stuff. And man, that was such a ride few years ago when I connected with each one. I took a week out and took, like, I don't know, there was like 2 dozen angels that I had to study to the T. And I spent a week with each of these angels, and it was an experience that was just unbelievable. All right, guys. So, oh my gosh, what are we? 50 minutes already? So much for being 20 minutes long. All right. So I probably should wrap things up. Does anybody else? Did I get everybody? Did I miss anybody that wants a card? Okay. I think I got everybody. So I'm probably going to sign off. Oh, hi, Sloan. I had a dream of an extremely large bald eagle. Unfortunately, he was in a cage with a beautiful blue sky behind him. I fed him celery through the bars. Wow. Have not looked up the meaning of bald eagle. Your thoughts? All right, don't look up the meaning of the bald eagle. Like I just said, don't look any of this stuff up. What do you feel? I mean, the bald eagle represents so much, so majestic. So, I mean, they're like on the do not kill list. You can't, sometimes people go hunting and stuff, but the bald eagle is like way high up there. And they have very sharp vision. So you saw yours in a cage. It was huge. Okay. Well, I mean, the eagle is a very big bird, but what it represents is even bigger. And the fact that your bald eagle was in a cage, blue sky. All right, this is what I'm picking up for you, Sloan. That we're going to the chakras right here. Is there something in your life that you want to express, want to write about, want to say, or just want to be heard? I feel like this is like an energy thing. Now, this is just my opinion. I could be wrong, but it feels like it's your energy just waiting to be expressed. The fact that you saw the blue sky, that's the color of the throat chakra. And celery is interesting because celery is green. We're going to the heart chakra. And that has to do with health. Everyone's like, oh, well, I'm going to be healthy, and start eating healthy. Let me, eat some celery. It's a very, if you're health conscious, celery is one of the things that's going to be on your plate. Now, how does that tie in with a caged eagle and the throat chakra? All right. So again, I feel like it's something that you want to express. Now, the throat chakra is not only stepping into your own authentic self, as they say, but it's wanting to be heard. Caged in is you may feel that you're not being heard. I know how frustrating that is when I have a boatload of things to express and nobody's listening to me, or they're listening to me with half an ear. And it's very frustrating. And it hurts the heart. We're going back to the celery, green, heart chakra. You know, what is it that you love that you want to express on a large scale? That's the bald eagle. So that, I mean, it's very symbolic, Sloan. Does that resonate with you at all? So this is what you do. This is what I suggest you do. When you meditate or just take time out, or even right before you go to bed tonight, think about the bald eagle, your throat chakra, and the celery, which represents your heart chakra. And just ask yourself, what is it that I love that feels good to me, healthy, that I want to express in a big way, coming in full throttle, coming in hot? And there might be some hesitation because I know I've read it here on Substack that some people like, I want to say this, I want to write this, but they're worried about what other people will say. I mean, I get it, but who really cares? You know, just even, I mean, some of the things I write about, right? I need to spend some time thinking on this. Thank you so much. Yeah, definitely think about it. But again, focus on that eagle and open the cage in your dreams tonight or in your meditation. Visualize this huge, beautiful, very powerful eagle in your cage. Ask it, why are you in this cage? Which is in itself asking yourself, why are you locked up? Why are you not expressing yourself? What are you afraid of? But in your dream or in your meditation, unlock that cage and let that eagle go and see what happens. All right. Super exciting. All right, guys. I think, yeah, we're coming up on an hour. 11 people here. Love that number. It was meant to be. I hope everybody liked their cards. If nobody else wants a card, I think we're going to just end this live. I did it last minute. Thought it was fun. Super fun. We did angel cards and we did regular. You're welcome. Thanks for the heart. And we did regular playing cards again, which I love. I do a lot of these readings I might do some more of these last minute readings, chakra readings, aura readings. I love all that stuff that I could see. I'm going live on Thursday at 10 o'clock, which I usually do. I'm looking for a buddy to join me. So if anybody wants to join me on Thursday to chat about yourself, just let me know. Are you doing this on Thursday? Yes, this Thursday at 10 o'clock. Yep. I don't know what the topic is going to be yet. I would like to find a person to join me and chat about something fun. Again, something that I can talk to you about, something that's going on in your career or here on Substack. So if anybody wants to join me, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to pick a topic of something and just chat on Thursday at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Hope you all can join me. Super fun. Now I have to get back to work, to the drawing board, and design colors for somebody's house. All right, guys. Thank you so much, and you guys have a good day. And stay grounded, stay authentic to yourself, and just look at color with a different eye. I mean, color is my life. It's just so powerful. Alyssa says, "Thank you so much. I'm over in the UK. Hello, and I can feel your energy and power from here. I'm so honored to speak with you today. Thank you so much." Oh, one of my mentors is from the UK, but I think now he's in Canada. But thank you for that. Thank you for the visit, and I feel you too. Great, great. I love your dream, and feel free to contact me again. Just send me a little message and let me know if you have any additional insights. I always love to see how when I do these readings, although it's really not necessary, to see how they pan out, for people, because I make these suggestions, and it's just kind of interesting to see how they pan out for you. All right, guys, thank you very much. You have a good day, and hope you guys can join me on Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, guys. Thank you.